Shamaya, you did it.
STL Music.
Welcome back to the show. Yo, listen up, we back in the game. Sweet the lead, we got a flame. Motivated to the fullest every single day. We wake up, get it in every way. Working in 222 in the global inspiration. Talk this sports and top news, no hesitation. Sweet the league is back. We always coming back, that's a fact. Wanna tell them that. STL Music, mama, we did it. Where we at? Coach Jill in the house with the flow so tight. Every Rebroadcast, we united. The best show, Monday through Friday. If this ain't different, they lying. We got the energy. When I say sweep, you say the league. Sweep the league, sweep the league, sweep the league, sweep the league. San Antonio, let's go. Sweep the league. Sweep the league. Sweep the league. San Antonio, let's go.
Hey, it's Rain Fernandez, and you're watching Sweep the League. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and Facebook at Rain Fernandez, Rayne Fernandez.
Hi, it's Sherilyn, and you're watching Sweep the League TV. Follow me on Instagram at official Sherilyn for more content.
Hey, this is George Iceman Gervin, and you're listening to Sweep the League Radio.
Sweep the league TV where legends collide. If the Cowboys fall short, we'll still ride the tide. Like Jordan in the clutch or Brady's last play. We bring the fire, keeping fans in the fray. Coach Gio and Marie calling the shots. With Derek Coventry, Hall of Fame thoughts. So hit that subscribe, don't sit on the bench. Get in the game, every highlight's intense. The live stream's on, tell your friends don't delay. Like Kobe in the fourth, we're here to play. Sweep the League TV, where greatness resides. From the bars at the drive, till my heart's on the rise. We're all in on sports, NBA, CFB, and more for fans. By fans, it's the show you'll adore.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Sweep the League on a Throwback Thursday. It's going to be myself tonight. Derek Irvin is off tonight. He will be back tomorrow for our fun Friday night show. We're going to get you ready for the weekend. Obviously, you have NFL playoffs going on this weekend. Bills and Chiefs, Commanders and Eagles. We're going to discuss who we've got and who you guys are taking on the NFL Final Four weekend this coming up weekend. Actually, so many weekends in one phrase there. This is Sweep the League. Go to YouTube, search Sweep the League TV, hit that subscribe button. Why do you want to hit that subscribe button? Well, earlier we had another episode, a live episode, STL 316 with myself and the Dr. Style Sith, towing over Saturday night main event, previewing it, which happens this weekend here, this Saturday in San Antonio. Plus, you also get STL Unplugged, Sweep Unplugged, actually. We've got Erica D'Arcangelo was our most recent interview. We dropped that one. Tomorrow, we've got some MMA and UFC talk that's going to be dropping. So tons of interviews, tons of great things to unplug from the sports world and plug into other parts of reality. That is Sweep Unplugged, not to mention and not to forget, grading the market. We've got wall-to-wall coverage on grading the market. Jacob, Eric, and Anthony are talking about some stuff tomorrow. Actually, they've got a lot to talk about. They've got NFL players to talk about. Who you want to start collecting? That's going to be coming up in tomorrow's episode. Also, myself and Matt from SI Collectibles. We've been talking about PSA. We've been talking about the Skeens card. All grading the market. Episodes from TV. So only way to get involved is to go to YouTube, search Sweep the League TV, hit that subscribe button. What are we doing tonight? We're going to make it a very short episode tonight. All we're going to talk about is all-star starter selections. East and West. I know everybody's upset out there because Victor Wembanyama did not make the All-Star starter squad, which it's kind of expected. It's a popularity thing. How a guy like LeBron James made it in the West, I do not know. But, it is what it is. We're going to get first talking to the East. We're going to talk to the East or talk about the Eastern Conference here right now. Let me pull it up for you guys. As the Eastern Conference All-Stars announced tonight, we're using Jeff Garcia's of Locked On Spurs Twitter post right now. 2025 NBA All-Star Game Eastern starters. In the front court, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns, and your backcourt, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell. To say that they got it right, I'm gonna say no. I have no problems with Donovan Mitchell. I like the front court, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns. Anthony Towns is having a massive year this year. I get, why Jalen Brunson, but this is where it kind of teased me off because not only does it talk about the Eastern Conference selection, but it also goes in the Western Conference selection, which we will get into here in a second. But here's the thing. An all-star game should not matter so much when it comes to your team's record. Where am I going with this? There's a backcourt player by the name of LaMelo Ball, averaging 29 points a game. He's fourth in the league in scoring, averaging 9 assists a game. He's also averaging, I think, close to 6 rebounds a game, if I'm not mistaken. Better stats than Jalen Brunson. Yet Jalen Brunson gets the nod because the Knicks have the better record and are the number 3 seed in the East. If I'm not mistaken, the All-Star game showcases the best players in the league at the time. I know starters are popularity votes. So I know more than likely the entire city of New York is voting nonstop for Jalen Brunson. But at what point do we say, okay, the fan vote, okay, it counts. It counts. But how much should we make it count? Because right now in the East, LaMelo Ball should be a starter over Jalen Brunson. No doubt about that. Sit this in here, Dr. Sith. Let's go. I'm only going to watch the dunk contest. I don't even know if I'm going to watch anything else. To be honest, I haven't watched very much basketball this year. All-Star Weekend probably won't change for me at all either, sis. So, but LaMelo Ball in the East should have been a starter. If you're showcasing the best players in each conference, you've got to have LaMelo as a starter. Now, he should get a reserve spot. There's no doubt about that. But this is where record comes in. I get it. Charlotte is 11-29 in the season, one of the worst records in the league. But you're not showcasing a team. You're showcasing a player. You're showcasing players in the All-Star game. I don't know if the fan vote should count as much, and if it's more media votes, I don't know who did. How do you not have LaMelo as a starter in the East? He should be. That's my one snub. Who do you have as a snub in the Eastern Conference? Who do you think should be in there? Obviously, you can make cases for possibly Trae Young had an opportunity to be a starter. Dame Lillard, people are saying, well, Dame should have gotten as a starter. No, I think Dame will probably be a reserve. Same for LaMelo. Same for Trae Young. Cade Cunningham should get a nod. I think he deserves to be in the All-Star game, making his first All-Star appearance. Outside of that, Cleveland Cavaliers. Evan Mobley, you could make a case even for Jared Allen is another one. You could make a case for those two guys getting in. Could they get 3 Cleveland Cavaliers in the All-Star game? Possibly. But as far as starters go, I would definitely give the nod to LaMelo over Jalen Brunson. That was my snub when it comes to the Eastern Conference All-Star game. We're going to get to the Western Conference starters right now. Again, very short episode of Sweep the League TV. Derek Gervin will be back tomorrow. We're going to just do a quick show when it comes to the All-Star snubs and subs and everything like that. Western Conference starters. Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Nikola Jokic on the front court. Backcourt, Stephen Curry, Shea Gilchrist Alexander, who right now is definitely the MVP of the league. Shea is putting up ridiculous numbers. Best team in best team in basketball. They're tied with Cleveland right now for the best record in basketball. Shea's putting up 32 points, shooting 34% from 3-point range. He's averaging 6 assists, a block a game, 5 boards. He's putting up marvelous numbers. Now, the fight is Shea and Nikola for MVP. Crazy how we have close calls. You had college football, Shador, Ashton Genty could have easily been co-Heisman Trophy winners. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, no problems if we have co-MVPs. I don't think is a problem. Neither did Derek. Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, co-Rookie of the Year. I got no issues with that. The way this MVP race is going between Shea and Nikola, I have no problem whatsoever if it's co-MVP. No problem. Both guys are playing out of their minds. They're going to both have two of the best teams in the NBA when it's all said and done. Tim Gonzalez put up pure Blue Devils. Should be put up. Wemby got snubbed. We're getting into that right now, Jacob Eric. No problem about that. SGA MVP for me. The thing with this is that I'm okay with Shea. I'm okay with Nikola. After that, man, it's a little tough for me here. Because Steph Curry, I mean, if you're going to go by record standpoint, Golden State's not even in the play-in right now. So I ask you this. If you're going to penalize LaMelo Ball on the Eastern Conference side because they have a bad record, and he's putting up way better numbers than Steph Curry, in my opinion. He's having a better season than Steph. Then how do you allow Steph Curry, again, fan vote, takes a big part. Steph is a much more popular player, but Steph gets the starting nod in the Western Conference. Kevin Durant, again, 10th in the Western Conference for Phoenix, if you're going by records. KD, averaging 27 a game. Okay. Could there, I would say probably, I would have probably given the nod more to Anthony Davis on that sense. Wembanyama is another one you're looking at, but I've got a whole different thing for Wemby. There's another guy you can put over Kevin Durant. I'm not super upset about Kevin Durant. Trust me, I'm not super upset about Kevin Durant. What I am upset about is LeBron James. This is popularity 101 right here. Again, Lakers. I mean, yeah, they're fifth in the West. Not because of LeBron. It's because of Anthony Davis. I love what Anthony Davis is doing, but because it's a popularity contest, you snub a guy who just had a really bad 5-game stretch in Victor Wembanyama for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, this has nothing to do with bias for San Antonio. You know for a fact, if you listen to Sweep the League, you know that we do not sugarcoat anything here. We talk bad about the Spurs. We talk bad about everybody. We keep it real here on Sweep. So, I will say this. Victor had a horrible 5-game stretch before today's Indiana Pacers game. He was only averaging, 17 points a game after averaging 28 points a game prior to the 5 games that he was struggling in. We had Victor number 4 on the MVP voting race. But because LeBron is a popular person and he's popular within fans, he's popular within media, he's going to get the nod. We don't do a whole lot of cussing on Sweep the League, but that is bullshit. That is total and utter bullshit for him to get that nod over Victor Wembanyama. KD doesn't belong as a star. Howdy Man's in here. It seems that the NBA media is biased since they're such household names, even though they are past their prime. Fan voting is obvious, but the media should never vote that way. If I could give you 10,000 stars on that comment, I would. That is exactly how I feel. LeBron James got in because of popularity. He does not have the stats to be a Western Conference starter. In the Eastern Conference, LaMelo got snubbed because of the record. Maybe because, Puma shoes aren't selling that well, so they're not going to let LaMelo be a starter. They don't want him to debut the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Pumas that are coming out. Shout out to them because I'm getting those. I'm copping all those shoes for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle the Pumas. I'm going to go get me the Scooby-Doos this weekend. I love the Puma releases. Maybe that's why. But if you go by, forget the record, and you go by stats, LaMelo should be an Eastern Conference starter. For the West, LeBron is a reserve. He's not even the best player on his own team. He's not even past his prime. He's like far beyond his prime. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Even if you came and said, Rudy, you know what? Anthony Edwards, we'll put him at the 3 spot. You won't get pushback from me. I'll be like, okay, case made. But to snub a guy who we've had, for not the most part, but for a good part of the season in the top 4, screw it, top 5 of MVP voting, putting up unreal numbers in a sophomore season. Again, all bias thrown out the window. There's no bias here. I don't have the Spurs homer hat on here. He deserves the spot over LeBron James. 100% he does. Just like I feel if you go Anthony Edwards over Steph Curry, I'm not mad. They have a better record. I mean, at what point do we quit making this a popularity contest? That's high school stuff. You vote for the homecoming king and queen in high school. In the NBA, if you're busting your balls the entire season and you're having a tremendous year, but your team is struggling, it's not an all-star game based off of teams. All-star games showcase the best players in the league. A lot of these guys should not be reserves. A couple of these starters, 3 of them at least, should not be starters. They should be reserves. Jalen Brunson, reserve. LeBron James, reserve. Stephen Curry, reserve. You guys should not be starters. My opinion only. My opinion doesn't really count. Love the comment by Howdy Man. Love it. 100% accurate. Love that. LeBron doesn't belong there. No, he doesn't, Tim. Dar says, no, Bronny James, that's a true crime. You know what? You're right. True crime right there. SGA and Joker are the only 2 belong as starters. I will give the nod to Kevin Durant. Tim, you can make the case for KD. I will not argue that as much as I argue LeBron and Steph Curry. Never. It is a popularity contest. But what the problem is, Jeff, is shout out to the Locked On Spurs. What the problem is the fact that not only is it fan voting, it's media voting. The media has kicked a lot of these guys in the nuts because of this. Who the hell wants to see LeBron James as a starter still in the Western Conference? There was a time when you let go of Tim being a perennial starter. KG, not a starter anymore, a reserve. It's time to let go of the umbilical cord when it comes to LeBron and guys like Steph Curry. They maybe have a couple of years left in the league. Showcase your future stars. You've got the potential future face of the NBA right here in San Antonio. The perfect opportunity because he was having, prior to the past 5 games, not including today, he was having an MVP caliber season. Top 5 minimum. Why don't you showcase that? But yeah, it is a popularity contest still. Ja Morant, SGA, Edwards, Wemby, and Joker. I would say Ja is a good one. I don't know if I would put Ja Morant. Oh, man. I don't know if I kind of would still give Kevin Durant a little bit more love, Tim, but I see where you're coming at. I totally do. 100%. Rudy, you think LBJ Curry was more of a lifetime achievement award for them? You know, that I don't know. I can't really answer that, but here's what I'll say about this. The thing with LaMelo, with LBJ and Curry, is it a, you know what, we're going to let them ride off into the sunset type thing? I don't know. I hope it is, because you can't keep going this way for starters, man. Again, you penalize LaMelo in the East because of his record with the Hornets. But yet, Steph Curry is not there. The Golden State Warriors are not even in the play-in right now. I mean, where does Steph Curry rank in scoring? Why don't we look at that? Steph is, I'm going down and I'm already past 10? Where are we going here? Steph Curry's 25th in the league in scoring, 22 points a game. He's averaging less than Tyler Hero and Zach LaVine. He's averaging less than those two guys. Hell, Norman Powell is averaging more points than Steph Curry. Make it make sense. I don't know about a Lifetime Achievement Award. Just give him a plaque. Say thank you for your time. Give him a plaque. I don't care. But to give him a starter role? No, man, that's a kick in the balls right there. That's a kick in the nutsack right there. Although LaMelo is having a great season, when I look at his shooting efficiency and how many shots he takes a game, the bigger snub for me is Cade, but I see the argument for LaMelo. Cade Cunningham was another guy that I mentioned who should have got looked at as a starter. If you're taking the popularity vote out and true media guys and true fans and everybody looked at, okay, who were the best players? Cade Cunningham, top 15 in scoring. Walking triple-double every single time he touches the floor. I agree 100% with you on that one. Another great take by Howdy Man. Shout out to Howdy Man. On fire tonight with the comments. Great comment there. Because you can make a case for Cade. I will say Cade gets in. He should be a reserve. Same for LaMelo. But I think, LaMelo is 29 a game, 4th in the league in scoring, almost 10 assists a game, another walking triple-double. If you go with that, you know what? It's a coin toss. Whoever gets in would have gotten in. Great comment there. Appreciate that. Dara says, sorry, but I disagree. The All-Star game is about money, not popularity. You showcase your money makers. That's why Jordan's name will always come up, because no one can outsell Jordan. I get that part. But here's the thing, John. I get you sell the product with your best players, but you're not going to have an all-star game without Steph, without LeBron. They're reserves. It's okay to be a reserve. They're going to get in as a reserve because that sells the product. But you don't give them all-star nods, man. There's no way you give them an all-star nod for the starting position. None whatsoever. Is this just another sign the All-Star game is a bad product, and why is it so boring? It's a bad product. When competition went out the door and it became basically, a watered down YMCA rec league where guys are just having fun, Everybody lost interest. I bet you, Jeff, if you ran a poll for Locked On Spurs and the Locked On Network, shout out to you guys out there for great content all the time and great shows. I'll say this, if you ran a poll, if the All-Star game is meaningful or anything like that, basically is asking, hey, are you going to watch the All-Star game or anything All-Star weekend? I'm pretty confident no would win that whole battle right there. People will be voting no left and right. There's no interest. What's the best way to do it? I mean, why don't you give the winning squad, home court advantage in the finals? Do what baseball did. Baseball made it competitive. What's weird is baseball's never had a non-competitive All-Star game. They all tried. Pro Bowl was fantastic for a while. It went watered down. So what did they do? And what is it, flag football now? I don't mind that at all. It's different. It's okay. The NBA, I don't know. Asked a couple of retired players already. I've asked a couple of retired players. What's wrong with the NBA? Starts at the top. Starts at the top. All the way from the commissioner down. You're seeing the reason why this product is getting bad. You're getting really bad product because you're sticking with popularity. You're not sticking to a product. You're not trying to sell the future of the league. You're trying to capitalize on what worked in the past. Sell the future. Look at this here. Perfect opportunity. Nikola Jokic, the best all-around center we've seen probably ever. Triple-double damn near every night for a center. Haven't seen that kind of play, in my opinion, since Arvydas Sabonis. And we got after Prime's Arvydas Sabonis. You've got the young SGA. MVP numbers this year. He should win the MVP award. But yet you want to water down the current crop of youngsters with Steph Curry and LeBron James. Again, I don't mind Kevin Durant. I don't mind Kevin Durant there. I don't mind KD. Still young enough. Still gets it done. But this is where you say, you know what, LeBron, Steph, you're going to be reserves. Make them reserves. Perfect opportunity to get Victor Wembanyama in there. Again, a top 5 guy in MVP. Talk to anybody. Before the 5-game stretch that he was only averaging 17 points a game, he was averaging 28 plus. Getting 10 blocks a game. Damn near, a triple-double without the assist. I mean, the guy's putting up ridiculous numbers. Take the homer hat off. I did. I'm calling it like it is. He was top 5, top 4 MVP. He deserved an all-star start, not LeBron James. We don't have Cleveland Cavalier LeBron James. We don't have Miami Heat LeBron James. We've got Laker LeBron James. Make it make sense. Laker LeBron James hasn't done much. Not for me, at least. Shouldn't be a starter. Definitely not a starter. Get back to some of you guys' comments here, Darth. The All-Star game is not for American viewers. It is for Europe and China. Well, take it overseas then. I would say just take it overseas. Let them have it over there. There's no reason for that whatsoever. You think a USA versus the world should replace? Yes. 100% yes. That is probably the best idea that the NBA could come up with. Scratch the whole East-West and go USA versus the world. There is more competition that way than there is currently right now. Also, you want to kind of make All-Star Weekend that much better? Well, a long time ago, for all you kids in here, a long time ago, All-Star Saturday was never kicked off by a skills competition, which I love the skills competition. I'm good with that. I love the 3-point shootout. I'm good with that. The slam dunk, man, it's tough. Slam dunk, every now and then you get a good one. Hasn't been good for a while, but okay. But one thing that kicked off All-Star Saturday night that I used to always look forward to as a kid was the Legends game. Why not bring the Legends game back? You don't think a lot of these guys, Kevin Garnett, go Shaq even. I mean, they're not going to go out and run the floor and everything. They're going to take their time. The Legends game from back in the day, you had 50, 60 plus year old guys playing. Calvin Murphy was lighting up the scoreboard in the Legends game. You saw Hot Rod Hundley was playing at the time. Bobby Jones from Philadelphia was playing at the time. You had a lot of legends playing All-Star Weekend on Saturday, and it was like 2 halves. They play like 15-minute halves. I mean, why not bring back the Legends game? You realize a lot of people, a lot of kids these days, they don't know about certain players. I mean, who wouldn't want to see Allen Iverson come back on the court just for a little bit of fun? Guys like Stephon Marbury. Hell, go even further. You want to bring back some 80s guys. Bring back, Mark Price, Brad Daugherty. I mean, you can bring up a whole bunch of guys that would probably want to participate in a Legends game. Get back on the court, just kind of run a little bit, not much. Obviously, you're not going to make it, a tedious and a big time scoring game. But the guys just want to get out and have a little fun. Revamp the weekend, man. But yes, USA versus the world definitely would replace the All-Star game. Rudy Campos Jr., go to Sweep the League. All you got to do is go to YouTube, search Sweep the League TV, hit that subscribe button. That way, you can get all the content that we've got here at Sweep the League. Darth is saying the old timer game was great. I love the old timer game. I so love the old timer game, man. It was amazing. It was awesome. Who do you think you guys out there got snubbed? Was Victor the biggest snub? The Western Conference, was LaMelo the biggest snub, or even Cade Cunningham in the Eastern Conference? Who do you guys think is the biggest snub when it comes to the NBA All-Star starters? Where did the All-Star game go wrong? I couldn't tell you on that. I don't know where it went, because when Kobe was still in it, he was playing tough. But I want to say after that generation, after Kobe, after Tim, Garnett, Dirk, after a lot of these guys retired and went away, that's when this All-Star game just kind of became, you know what, let's go have fun. Let's do some alley-oops. Let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, hey, we're going to shoot logo 3-pointers, and we're going to shoot from half court. And you know what? Oh, hey, guess what? We're going to do this roll at the end of the game where you got to no, man. It should be a competitive game. It really is. That's why ratings are down all across the league. That's why All-Star ratings are down. Nobody tunes in anymore. Nobody looks forward to All-Star weekend. I don't know. I don't know where it went bad, man. John's back in here. Focusing on dunk contest fell apart because of branding players. Yeah. The dunk contest, you used to walk in knowing that you were getting what? Sean Kemp, a big name coming in there back when he was with Seattle. You were getting Dominique, Clyde Drexler, Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, tag teaming that dunk contest with Steve Francis at the time. You were getting names. You were getting guys that were, the name in the NBA, the guys that just want to participate. I mean, then you had college guys coming in, Isaiah Ryder, J.R. Ryder. I mean, the same guy, but, Isaiah Ryder coming in. Kobe Bryant as an 18-year-old rookie coming in. You don't get the names anymore to do dunk contests. It's weird. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong. The 3-pointer is more popular than a dunk right now. If that's the case, get rid of the dunk contest. Do something else. The 3-pointer makes more oohs and ahs and gets the crowd going. You see all the guys on the bench jumping up and down, high-fiving, doing this and doing the dances and all that when they make a 3-pointer. And on a dunk, look at the reaction. They all jump up and, they hold each other back. Oh, my God. The crowd loves it. But why does the crowd and why do the guys get more hyped up for a 3-point make? Dribbling through your legs, taking 5 steps, James Harden. Stepping back, dropping a 3. The game's different, man. The game is different. It's not good anymore. It's when they came captains for East and West that you pick their own players when you want to play with. Yeah, I didn't never like that at all. I never really liked that at all. Will this be a bad reflection on the legacy of Adam Silver? Keep that in mind because when Derek comes back, we're going to be talking about Adam Silver. Nothing against him personally, but I will preview this and I will say this. Under Adam Silver, the NBA has gone bad. Very, very bad. I mean, can we say it's terrible? I don't know, but it's not a great product. And it does reflect him. It does reflect him 100%. If you get rid of the dunk contest, 3-point contest will become dull. True, but I mean, 3-point contest is pure shooting. I mean, that's all everybody does now. Everybody shoots the ball. Nobody gives a damn about the dunk anymore. 3-point contest probably should highlight All-Star Saturday night because everybody's about the 3. Then you talk about, well, you got to move the 3-point line back. You got to move that. Well, you got to get rid of this. So then why not do, the half-court contest or something? The 3-quarter contest. 3/4 of the court. I don't know. What fixes the All-Star weekend? You guys let me know here. Best thing to do is follow me on Twitter or X or whatever the kids are calling it today at Sweep the League. Be sure to go to our TikTok page where we'll be releasing all of our shorts and most of the episodes there when it comes to the STL 316 Graded the Market. We release them on our TikTok at Sweep the League Radio on that one. You can also search out Sweep the League TV on TikTok as well. So just on here real quick, talking about All-Star Weekend, talking about the starters, who got snubbed, who's going to get the subs. We named a couple of guys that are going to get subs as far as San Antonio Spurs go. Victor Wembanyama should be a reserve. There's no doubt in my mind he should be a reserve. So be on the lookout for that. I believe the reserves are going to be named next Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. The best place to get your Spurs content is Jeff Garcia, Locked On Spurs. He keeps you updated 100% of the time, all day, every day, as he's in right now. You think the timing of the All-Star game is bad? Mid-season and top players won't risk injury if their teams are in the playoff hunt. It's possible. I mean, you could get rid of the All-Star game and just make it at the end of the season. Those guys that are participating in the NBA Finals are not going to be in the All-Star game, similar to what they do in the NFL. But then you run the risk of everybody dropping out at the end of the season because they're ready for vacation. So where do you plan the All-Star game? It's kind of in a good spot right now. You just got to make it more meaningful. They got to put something behind it. I have no idea what you can add to the All-Star game to make it more exciting. I wish I did. I don't know. To fix All-Star game, just bring back the mascot duck. I loved the mascot. Hugo the Hornet with the original. I think he was the first one to ever win. Was Hugo the Hornet in Charlotte the first time they did the mascot dunk contest. That was crazy. I remember that. That's a good memory there, John. We should put Jeff in the Hall of Fame as a writer. Funny, Tim mentioned it last night on Sweep the League when we talked to Jeff. I'm gonna start a what do you call it? Like a signature for Jeff to get him in and the Hall of Fame, the Basketball Hall of Fame as a writer. So good job, Tim. But nonetheless, guys, making it a quick show. We're just on here talking about All-Star Weekend, the snubs, the starters. Next week they reveal the subs. So be sure to subscribe to YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Sweep the League TV. Hit that subscribe button. You can get all of our content. We're going to be back hopefully tomorrow night with Derek. Talk more All-Star game. Get you ready for the football weekend as we've got the Final Four in the playoffs. Plus, we may go back down memory lane. God, Sham God. For you kiddos out there, when Derek gets back, we're going to be talking about God, Sham God. Don't know who it is? TikTok him. Look him up. You'll know who he is once you look him up. We'll talk about God, Sham God when we come back. This is Rudy Campos Jr. for Sweep the League. Until we sweep the league again, we'll talk to you later, knuckleheads.
Wimby breaks NBA this guy is from out of this world. He's gonna be an alien. What is going on? Oh my goodness, this guy is really gonna be special. Ain't nothing to it. When we still lit. When we still lit. When we still lit. Lit. We got dreams, hit the fast lane. Took the stairs, real pain, no fear. We steady making it clear. I'm the captain, nice to meet you, but I make chess moves, no snooze. Bless you, we turning the impossible to possible. Doing what we do, call me Wemby, alien, flow too quick. You can't see me, just saying. The only thing.
So you turn off all the lights and shut the door. Hey, angel, what's your destiny?
Exclusive interviews with Rudy and the crew. Let's go.